Hello everyone, TJ Gaming here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be covering Hallon's Ascension missions, the event that has just started today. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look.
Impurity shall be our armor, hate shall be our weapon, immortality shall be our reward.
So we have the uncommon character of the Gene Stealer cult, and this is a very exciting one. It is a healer, and as you can see, I've just barely touched into it, and the points I've got is basically just from raiding. But as you can see, over to the side of the screen that there are 20 missions and there's also a bonus mission because this event is running for 2 weeks, so make sure you get on them. But before we go into the actual missions, let's just take an actual look at him. So he is healer and he also has the ambush trait. The first time this unit is defeated, it leaves behind a decoy at the beginning of their next turn. If there's still a friendly decoy on the battlefield, it is resurrected with full health on a random friendly decoy and can immediately take a turn. Characters resurrected before characters resurrect before non-character units. So this is really strong. You basically have a healer who can resurrect himself if you know what you're doing. So let's take an actual look at his abilities. His active summoned an aberrant hypermorph in a free adjacent hex. The apparent hypermorph can immediately attack, but cannot move this turn. So summon it next to an enemy, and it can attack, but it cannot move. And then we have his passive. Units healed by Hallon, other than himself, are affected by Twisted Science until they are defeated. So Hallon can heal other unaffected units even if they are at full health. Affected units immediately gain 30 health and their maximum health increased by the same amount, so you actually get more maximum health. This is amazing for defense in Guild War. Like you have a squad that if you can combine a very good squad for defense with this healer, you will have more max health, at least in the fights. I don't believe it will carry over through fighting. So, and they also do more damage while affected. Affected units cannot gain the effects of Twisted Science again. So that is really amazing. Now, let's talk about the actual missions. So, the actual missions are, and you can see it down here, remember there are offers as well. Path of Ascension, mission 1 out of 20, win 2 lightning victories, and defeat 5 enemies with melee attacks. Shouldn't really be an issue, and you get points. So then we have raid 5 campaign battles and defeat 10 enemies with Xenos units. Then you have win 20 campaign battles and use ability 30 times with characters. Now I advise the Indominus, so you actually just go in here, do one of those under 30, so you save the energy, get on it, and really just go ham. Like my favorite is probably because it is so quick. That is Note 28. That is really the one where I feel it is the easiest, and the ones that I covered that one with is actually it's knowledge and it's Varo. Like I do those two because I don't need to do more than those two abilities. They just cleared and I go through something like that really easily. Play for arena battles and defeat 50 enemy units with ranged attacks. Should be really good. Again, over there in node 28 you can defeat 6 enemies, so but you should be able to progress beyond this relatively fast, deal 10,000 damage with using abilities, and win 100 campaign battles. Get on that ASAP. Like that is definitely where I say you should be on day 1. So I do have some little bit catching up to do. I can logically do that after this video. But this is where you should be at day 1, your first stopgap, so to say. Then you have a heal, repair, 2500 health, and win 10 battles without summoning any units. Can be basically anywhere. Use ability 20 times with Xenos, and play 2 salvage runs. You can maybe save up for this, because now you know it's coming. Play 2 guild raids and deal 20,000 damage to enemies in battle. This can be ability, or it can be non-ability. Shouldn't be a problem. Deal 7,500 psychic damage and defeat 75 enemies with ranged attacks. Now, if you do have him, I recommend Typhus. He's really good for this one. Then you have win 15 battles using an all Xenos lineup and play 4 arena battles. Now, this is something that you need to actually play because it says all Xenos, otherwise it won't really count it. So don't rate on that one. Win 25 lightning victories and defeat 100 units of the Necron faction. Back to Indomitus before node 30 for 5 energy, so you maximize it. Heal repair 5000 and play 1 onslaught. Shouldn't be a problem. Defeat 75 enemies and use ability 50 times with Xenos units. Just play the game basically and go in and do manual nodes. Win 25 battles with an all Xenos lineup and deal 30,000 damage to enemies in battle. Again, shouldn't really be an issue, just do it. Now here it comes. Use ability 150 times and play 4 arena battles. Go into those nodes, find those where you can use 5, and it doesn't matter what they have to do, like Blood Angels or anything, just something where you can actually use the abilities. Bellator summon first turn. Asmodai is actually good because he has, where is he? He's up here. Like his active, you can use it first turn and it's global, so make sure you get something like that out of the way. And Thaddeus, you can use him as well. So yeah, that's pretty good. And Bellator maybe, but yeah, figure out what works for you, also depending on your roster. Defeat 100 enemies with Xenos units and raid 25 campaign battles. Get going. Deal 60,000 damage to enemies and defeat 75 enemies. Again, Arena is a great place to do these massive damage numbers. Guild Battle as well. But you get the enemy units in the arena. So deal 50,000 damage using abilities and defeat 250 enemies with range attacks. So the range attack is probably the one that's going to take the longest time. Now, again, I go in here normally 26 and 28, and other than that, I just, oh, maybe this one as well, I can't remember it. But yeah, go in here. This is your best for defeating all the enemies, and then just go to ham, because you can also use abilities. A little bit. But again, abilities damage, arena covers that. Defeat 100 enemies with melee attacks and win 75 campaign battles. Get going, because now the last one comes. Use abilities 10 times with Hallon. You have them all locked at that point. Don't worry about that. And win 250 campaign battles. So you have something to do, and you need to basically, I would say, that one takes around 2 days to complete if you want to really use all your Blackstone. Otherwise, expect 3 days. So get going, pace yourself, like pace hard, and try to get it done. And then when you do get that, you have a bonus one, a plans generation in the making, deal 15,000 damage with Hallon, and win 250 campaign battles. So basically, if you can get him unlocked within first week or on the first day in the week 2, you are really close, like, yeah, not unlocked. If you can get to mission 20 with approximately a week left, then you are good to go. So make sure you get there, pace yourself, get all the unlocks, and usually that bonus is a requisition order. Now I am close to doing another X10. Not really having the best of luck these days. Anyways, how do you feel about these missions where we have to go through all 20 and there's a bonus, those 250? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next video.